Ethereum is testing a crucial support level, and if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to continue watching this video. We just made another 43% this week in terms of trading, as well as this whole dip opportunity. Our Telegram channel has absolutely killed it. If you guys are still thinking about joining, make sure to check out the link in the bio. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here. Welcome back to another Ethereum analysis video. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio. Now, as you guys can see on Ethereum, we rejected off a very key resistance level here around the 1787 mark. From yesterday's video, we actually ended up shorting this moveset for a beautiful 17%, and then we retested our 1658 level, and I was paying very close attention to seeing whether or not we can hold. Now, you'll notice, of course, on Ethereum, we actually saw multiple retest opportunities on this support, and I mentioned this morning in Telegram that I'm looking for a shorting opportunity on Ethereum for a quick scalp down to the 20 EMA. We actually ended up taking a beautiful 27% profit off this move, because of the fact that more times a support level is tested, the higher chances of it actually breaking. Now that we are testing the 20 EMA, it's going to be very important for Ethereum to actually end up holding above the 1612 range. Any clean break below that level, and we could be looking for a possible retracement right back down into our 1518. Now, this shouldn't really be a surprise to a lot of you guys. I mentioned this whole run up upwards that this moveset really isn't sustainable because of the fact that we aren't seeing any sort of larger pullback. The area of interest, of course, remains down here at 1518, but from the bullish case scenario, the number one move that we have to keep in mind is going to remain at 1612. The reason why the 1612 level, of course, is very important is because it did act as a very strong resistance level in terms of this moveset, and now old resistance becomes new support. We could be looking for something like this to play out. This, of course, we would need a 3-test confirmation before we start looking for those buy opportunities, as well as the fact that even here on the hourly time frame, this moveset really isn't looking bullish anymore. This does look like a very nice trapment from the long perspective right over here. A lot of people got trapped. We actually ended up shorting because of the fact of how extremely overbought we were on the lower time frames, as well as the fact that if you look here on the daily time frame, you'll notice that this candlestick on the daily with this massive wick wasn't something we were expecting. This was a very nice liquidity grab on the daily, as well as the fact that it does look like we have a very clean confirmation. And this morning I mentioned that if you pay attention to the daily time frame, look where the 9 and 20 EMAs are lining up. They're lining up perfectly with the 1612 range, which is why I ended up looking for that shorting opportunity. And this is the reason why we entered that short for 27%, was because of the fact that usually these levels act as very strong magnets. You'll notice that we had the same sort of price analysis over here where we ended up hitting that 1715 range, and immediately after we saw a retest down to 1612 before we saw that bounce opportunity. In my opinion, I would be waiting heavily on terms of the 1518 support level for a possible continuation, because of the fact, even looking at previous price analysis, we actually hovered in between the 1715 and the 1518 range for a few days before we ended up seeing another retest of those highs. Now, zooming out on Ethereum, you can of course see the fact that although 1787 level was tested, we talked about scenario A. Looking at scenario A from previous price analysis, you'll notice the fact that we have been in this range before, where we ended up breaking down all the way down to around 1421, and then look what happened to Ethereum once we retested that high of 1787. As soon as we saw that retest of 1787, we actually managed to see a very nice breakdown formation right around this range. This is exactly what I'm looking to see whether or not it happens, and the deciding factor of this moveset will remain down here at 1518. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.